Behind Dave playing Hammond, B3 and piano and synthesizers, Mr. Bo Costa. Next to Bo, also playing keyboards but guitars and that great slide guitar, very old friend and colleague of mine, Mr. John Carrick. Over here, the three guys who helped me make a record a couple of years ago. This is the life we really want. So we made that record together, and in consequence we decided to work on the road together, and I'm really happy we did, because these are great guys. Here playing bass, the tall one, great musician, Gus Seifert. Next to Gus, playing the drums, the great Joey Waronker. In front of Joey, also playing lead guitar and singing most of David's old vocal parts, the resident hippie in the band from Southern California, good new friend, Mr. Peace and Love, Jonathan Wilson. Et de l'Écosse, another very old friend of mine, playing tenor saxophone, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ian Ritchie. Et voilà, enfin, from the American indie band Lucius, the gorgeous and incredibly talented Jess Wolfe and Holly Lessig. Okay, this was our first gig in France on this tour. What a great place to start. Thank you all so much for coming and bringing all the love you brought to this tour. Okay. I'm not sure where our next, I think the next French gig is actually in Paris. If we make it, we will see. On va voir. Parce que, and I can only tell you this in English, I am a supporter of a global movement called BDS, which supports the Palestinian people. And because of that, they may well lock me up. Let's see if les flics come and lock me up. Please do. I would like to see that case go to court. that a peaceful protest against the policies of the Israeli government could be called a hate crime and prosecuted in the Republic of France is beyond fucking belief. But it has been. There are young French people who've been prosecuted and fined and are looking at prison terms for protesting outside a grocer's shop, trying to persuade people not to buy goods from the Israeli settlements on the grounds, well, on all the obvious grounds. If anybody does any research, you'll find out what the grounds are. Now they need our support more than ever because they're being shot down like dogs near the border with Gaza and Israel every Friday, and there will be next Friday as well. And nobody is raising their voice against it, certainly none of the leaders of the Western world. Tell Mr. Macron it's time he spoke up and said enough is enough. All human beings should have rights. Il a oublié. Qu'est-ce que c'est 1789, non? Moi, je me souviens ça. It was in this great country in 1789 that somebody came up with the idea that ordinary people should have rights under the law. Not just the oligarchs, not just the tyrants, not just the kings, ordinary people. And you were right. Même les Palestiniens. Voilà, j'ai fini. Okay, well, obviously I love you too, otherwise I wouldn't be here. I don't mean to make light of your love, because all the love that we feel in this room from all you people is very healing, and we need this love to spread over the world. I'm being serious now, because these fuckers will destroy this fragile planet that we call home, and there will be nowhere for our children and our children's children to live if they do. So they must be persuaded by us and by our love that there is another way. It's called cooperation, it's called empathy, it's called having empathy for fellow human beings, it's called not trying to grab as much as you can from yourself and protect it within national boundaries and borders and build walls and lob bombs over them. This is not going to save this planet for our grandchildren. So, sorry, I said I would stop there. All right, here we go. We're going to do two more. So this first one has something to do with everything that I was saying, because some countries on this planet, mine certainly, and where I live in the States, have nuclear weapons. Don't tell anyone. But they're fucking dangerous. I mean, they really are. Only takes one slip and we're all dead. So it would be much better if they weren't there. However, I was marching from Aldermaston to London saying this, along with Callum Collins and Bertrand Russell and other people in the very early 1960s, before most of you were born. And we still have them because power corrupts. I'm not going to say any more about nuclear weapons. This is for my mum. Mother, do you think they'll drop the bomb? Mother, do you think they'll like the song? Mother, do you think they'll try to break